नास्ति विद्या समो बंधुर, नास्ति विद्या समा सुहृत, नास्ति विद्या समम वित्तम, नास्ति विद्या समम सुखम। अर्थात विद्या जैसा कोई बंधु नहीं, विद्या जैसा कोई मित्र नहीं, और विद्या जैसा अन्य कोई धन या सुख नहीं। A very good morning to one and all present here. I am Kesha K. Kaneria, a third year student pursuing computer science and engineering with specialization in cybersecurity. Warmly welcome you on behalf of our committee for joining this wonderful event of Shiksharam. As the event name itself signifies its meaning, that is beginning of the education. Shiksha Aramb aims to conduct student-student mentorship and welcomes freshers of SIT AICS to give them a brief idea about how things work at our campus. The initiative to start this event every year will not only help freshers to gain positive constructs from their seniors, but will also help them to strengthen the formal and professional approach which any institution under national importance follows. This event covers almost every aspect ranging from the grading system of academics to co-curricular activities which any student must actively participate while pursuing their respective degree courses. Being a part of such a wonderful and renowned institution, and as a responsible student, every senior shall guide their juniors to step ahead and seek their help whenever and wherever required. It becomes the priority of any school to let their students know the vast area of profile building steps we take towards nurturing the student into a perfect professional individual in order to deal with the real corporate world. Students mentorship is a very important factor and plays a vital role in uplifting the university in terms of overall growth and engagement of students. Respecting others, seeking education, building a profile, maintaining the level of dignity of the university, and setting an example for the upcoming batches is the primary goal of this event. I congratulate all the students who have successfully admitted for the session 2020 and onwards in our esteemed college and aspire to take their careers on a greater height. APJ Abdul Kalam have correctly said that your best teacher is your last mistake. So we are here to take care of your deeds, that you take each and every step so wisely, which won't make you regret and let you achieve your goals. Let us start with the courses that are offered by School of Information Technology, Artificial Intelligence, and Cybersecurity. Bachelor's in Computer Science and Engineering with specialization in Cybersecurity, Master's in Cybersecurity, MSc in Digital Forensics, Post-Graduation Diploma in Cybersecurity and Cyber Forensics, PG Diploma in Security Communication and Technology, and the PG Diploma in Data Science and Machine Learning. Since we know that the university is always incomplete without students and their faculties, here at our campus, we have a wonderful group of faculties to guide us. I would like to call upon Ms. Ketki Ma'am to introduce our Dean of SIT AICS.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Kesha has given a very good introduction. Let me just tell you one thing, that our Dean sir is a bit busy with some work, so he would be coming online after a few minutes or sending his message over here. So Kesha, we can just proceed with the next part.
Sure, ma'am. So, alas, here are the faculties. You will come along a lot of these faces in your day-to-day lectures. In your day-to-day lectures very soon to teach you individual subjects. There are already great batch holders which will not only help you in studies but will also guide you in your career whenever you are stuck. Coming to the most excited part of this session, Let us have a walkthrough over the video and some pictures thereafter to feel about how the campus is and where you will be spending your 4 years of your life.
I can feel
So as you have seen the similar pictures in the video itself, this shows you the entrance gate on the left and the gate number 2 on the right. The administration block is the place from where the university is handled, and n number of officials and people working here to make everything possible for our university. This is the individual schools or departments which are given individual places or buildings to let students study on their own pace. Once you reach there, you'll be one of them. This shows a wonderful picture of Auditorium Hall, where major events are organized and perform their formal activities with amazing speakers. The classrooms is a wonderful place where students will be learning under the air-conditioned atmosphere to lighten up their minds and the great ideas. The left one shows the CC lab where students will perform number of programs and charge their minds with coding numerous problems. And the right one shows the vulnerability assessment and penetration testing lab. Similarly, here again on the left is the cyber forensics lab, and on the right the electronics lab. Some of the labs are still on the way for machine learning and data science. These are some of the instruments and the equipments used by the forensics kids in many of our subjects that we will undergo. This is the hostel area where the buildings where students normally explore themselves with the like-minded people around them, and shows the vast area of hostels of boys and girls differently. This is where the girls' hostel from the red block starts, besides the faculty bungalows shown on the right. Left shows the guest hostel, whoever comes from the out, and on the right, the boys' hostel. We all need to charge ourselves, right? Sports is one of the major activity which is normally done to keep our minds charged. Playgrounds then become a vital role to free our minds. To keep the environment very, very natural and heartwarming, these are the huge lakes built in the campus. These are some of the images which shows the campus, which looks very beautiful when it's dark. We would like to now switch on to the next session of the event. I would like to hand over to Varis.
Greetings to one and all present here. I'm Prashant Varis Khan from BTech SITICS, currently in third sem. My talk is on gender sensitization. Before beginning the talk, I'm speaking a few words. Pay attention. Sensitive, beautiful, dominant, strong, leader, fighter, caring, loving, naughty, happy, soft-hearted, aggressive, daring, brave, violent. You all heard these words, right? Should I repeat the words once again? Okay. Now, after listening to these words, be honest. How many of you imagined or pictured a girl or woman in the word sensitive, beautiful, caring, loving, soft-hearted, or you pictured a boy or man in the words fighter, aggressive, dominant, naughty, brave, and violent? And if it's not pictured, let me know in the chat box. I'm not getting any responses in the chat box. Okay, let it be. Now, for all those who imagined or pictured a figure as I said, then this 10 to 15 minutes talk is especially for you because I'm gonna discuss on a very important topic, which is gender sensitization. Keshadi, now I would request you to play the short video.
Sure.
On your marks, get set, go!
आकाश फास्टर आकाश फास्टर फास्टर आकाश फास्टर उधर जा भाग जा सही जा रहा है कमान आकाश फास्टर फास्टर यस गो 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 पहुंच गया बस
And the winner is Parvani, Kings of
कम सेकंड ना पर लड़की से हार गए कैसे चल अगली बार याद रखना
Thank you, Krisha. Now you just saw that father said एक लड़की से हार गया. Now when we talk in this way, we unknowingly start to develop stereotypical thinking. Before proceeding further, let me brief you about what a stereotype is. Well, stereotype is a cognitive shortcut. That is, it allows our brain to make snap judgments based on immediate characteristics such as gender, race, color, or age. From our childhood only, we had heard certain stories, watched movies and cartoons, right? All the aggression, bravery, and daring work is shown by a male character. This is how unknowingly we all become stereotypes to a gender. Because our subconscious mind starts relating things, what we listen and what we watch. Now let's move towards our main talk. Now, what is gender? Considering the time limit, I'll only talk about gender binary and will not talk about the gender spectrum because that is a vast topic and wouldn't be covered in 5 to 10 minutes. Biologically, we all recognize and divide people into male, female, and non-binary. That is the third gender. When we fill forms for admission, bank accounts, jobs, internships, etc. So today I'll be focusing only on female and male, which is called gender. We all have a gender identity, which is the roles we are assigned and the way we express ourselves according to a gender that becomes a gender identity. In other words, we can say how we carry ourselves. Generally, what I had observed is that most shopping areas of girls are decorated in pink or related to a pink color, and that of boys in grey, black, or blue. Really, as said by William Shakespeare in his ballad 7 Ages of Men, we all, men and women, follow a very narrow path to fit ourselves in the society, and by any chance, if we cross that path, we are considered as outdated or misfit. Or commonly what we hear from others is that they say you are a black spot on our society. In Hindi, I would like to say that tu samaj pe kala dabba hai. We all have heard this, right? Or we have saw someone saying this to someone. If someone asks you that, are you a stereotype? We all confidently would say that no, I don't have stereotypical thinking, or no, I'm not stereotype. But I have lived and grown up in a well educated family. We all, including me, are stereotypes unknowingly. Let me justify my statement by giving an example. How many of you have been pre engagement, like seeing your partner for engagement with only family? એટલે આપણે लड़की जो है मतलब इन हिंदी आई वुड लाइक टू से हम जब लड़की या लड़का देखने जाते हैं बहुत पहली बार बिफोर द एंगेजमेंट टेक्स प्लेस, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव बीन देयर? Okay, Bharat Kumar, you have been. Okay, so most of you have been there, right? So, if your fiancée is a girl, she would be questioned, do you know how to cook? Irrespective of her profession. They don't care if she is a doctor, surgeon, scientist, pilot, astronaut, or whatever profession she is. And on the contrary, if your fiancé is a boy, he would be asked, how much do you earn? Do you all agree with what I said, right? At least response yes or no. Okay. So this is how we are somewhat stereotypical. I'm damn sure that you might have heard these sentences in your life once. I'm speaking out the sentences. Boys like sports, girls likes doll. Boys don't cry, girls are emotional. Girls don't use bad language, but boys will be wise. Girls are bad at math, boys are bad at English. Girls don't go out late at night, but boys can. Girls must know how to cook. It doesn't matter for boy. Do you think that these sentences are true? Any response? Right, obviously not. Moving on further, there are many internships and workshops especially designed for female to encourage them. You'd find many opportunities in college life. The point is, grab them and don't miss out. Always remember that the deserving candidate will win. Apply this thought in your classroom, in your profession, and workspace. If a girl gets appreciation or gets promoted, think that she deserved it and she achieved it, instead of being jealous and developing hate. And same applies for boy. If he gets promoted or appreciation, don't be jealous. Just think that he deserved it and he achieved it. Never get disappointed. Always learn from your mistakes and raise your voice if you are right. Never be in a crowd. If you are right, stand out of the crowd. You would get support automatically if you are right. Now, I would like to share an incident which took place in my class. When I was in first semester, we had an election for CR in a class. A girl was elected as CR and a boy as Ella. We had elected CR and Ella by voting. Both were playing the roles as expected. But after 2 days, the CR said that I won't be playing the role of CR. I would like to be rather Ella. And the boy would be CR. When I reached her out, asking that why she took that decision, she said one of our senior said that as a girl you should not be CR. Sadly, there was a mistake on both the ends. Firstly, the guy demotivated the girl, and secondly, the girl didn't raise her voice and took her step back. If you face any difficulty, reach out to seniors and faculties, as they might have experienced all this stuff in their life. This is not a story that is imagined. This is a real incident that has took place in my class. But before reaching out others, remember, respect others to take respect. Respect is the vital factor that builds a profile. Well, I would like to now conclude my session. My main points were, how strong are we to face gender bias challenges? How willingly we are ready to unlearn the inequalities that society has taught us from our childhood. How ready we are to amend all those shapes that are already designed by society to fit us in. Remember, we are not here to fit in a certain frame or box. We are here to change the frame and vision of our society. And education is the key to overcome all these hurdles. Now I would like to conclude this session, but before that, I would like to say a few poetic lines in Hindi. कोहरा तो यूं ही बदनाम है, नजरिया तो हमारी सोच ने धुंधला कर रखा है. Thank you. That was from my part. Now I would like Drashti to hand over to conclude the session further. That are rules and that is don'ts and do's of hostel life.
Hello everyone, I'm Drishti Jogoria from BTech second year, pursuing CSC with specialization of cybersecurity. I would like to talk about do's and don'ts. So we'll start with do's. First, be friendly with other hostelers. हमें सबके साथ फ्रेंडली रहना होगा, चाहे वो हमारे सीनियर्स है, जूनियर्स है. तो बी फ्रेंडली विथ अदर हॉस्टलर्स, वेदर वो आपके डिपार्टमेंट के हैं, आपके डिपार्टमेंट के नहीं है, आपके ब्लॉक में रहते हैं, आपके ब्लॉक में नहीं रहते हैं, हमें सबके साथ फ्रेंडली रहना चाहिए. ऑलवेज कीप योर स्टफ क्लीन एंड पैक इट ऑन टू बैग्स विद इन अ कंसंट्रेटेड एरिया. हमें अपना रूम खुद साफ रखना है. हमारे जो हॉस्टल में मेट्स आते हैं वो कॉरिडोर और उसकी सफाई करते हैं, तो उनको हमें रिस्पेक्ट देनी है. वी डोंट हैव टू ह्यूमिलेट देम. अवॉइड स्माइली फूड लाइक स्नैक्स एंड ड्रिंक्स etc. जो स्मेली फूड्स अगर आपको कहीं पे किसी भी स्टोर पे या किसी भी शॉप पे आपको अगर स्मेली फूड्स या फिर आपको लगता है कि वो बिगड़ गए हैं, तो उसका यूज आप प्लीज मत कीजिए. टर्न ऑफ लाइट्स एंड एवरीथिंग व्हेन यू आर लीविंग योर रूम, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक मेजर पार्ट है हमारे नेचर का और वो मैटर करता है बहुत. तो अगर आप कहीं से भी बाहर जा रहे हैं, मतलब आप अपने क्लासरूम से जा रहे हैं या फिर अपने रूम से निकल रहे हैं, हॉस्टल रूम से निकल रहे हैं, तो मेक श्योर कि आप अपने लाइट्स और फैंस जो है, ऐसी जो है, सारे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइसेस है वो स्विच ऑफ कर दे. शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड अचीवमेंट्स विद अदर हॉस्टलर्स. इफ यू आर अ सीनियर एंड देयर आर योर न्यू जूनियर्स, सो अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कीजिए उनसे, ताकि उनको कंफर्टेबल लगे. उनको ऐसा ना लगे कि हम नए हैं, हमें कुछ नहीं आता, हमें कोई गाइड नहीं कर रहा है. तो अपने जूनियर से फ्रेंडली रहिए, उनके साथ शेयर करिए सब कुछ, अपने अचीवमेंट्स उनसे शेयर करिए, तो दे कैन लर्न एंड वो इंस्पायर हो सके आपसे. रिस्पेक्ट एवरीवन. पूरे कैंपस में जितने भी लोग हैं, सबकी रिस्पेक्ट करना एक तरह से हमारा फर्ज है, और दैट वुड बी गुड फॉर यू. जैसे कि कैंपस में जो मेस वाले लोग होते हैं या फिर हमारी सफाई करने के लिए जो आते हैं, हमें उन सबकी रिस्पेक्ट करनी चाहिए. एंटर द कैंपस बिफोर 7:30 PM शार्प. अगर आप कहीं बाहर गए हैं किसी भी काम से या फिर घूमने, तो देयर इज अ रूल कि आप 7:30 से पहले हॉस्टल कैंपस के अंदर आ जाए. उसके बाद एंट्री अलाउड नहीं है. Now we'll talk about don'ts. Don't leave your valuable things in the room if you are not there. Valuable things means आपके अगर आपके पैसे हैं या फिर फोन है, तो उसको अपने साथ लेके जाइए या फिर किसी सेफ जगह पे रख के जाइए. हमें कबर्ड्स प्रोवाइड किए गए हैं, तो उसका यूज कीजिए. Don't talk loudly when other hostelers are at work. As we are कम्युनिटी, तो हॉस्टल में अगर आसपास के रूम में अगर कोई अपना इम्पोर्टेंट काम कर रहा है, तो इतना ज्यादा शोर मत मचाइएगा कि उसको बहुत ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब हो. कभी कभी होता है कि एक डिपार्टमेंट की एग्जाम होती है और दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट की नहीं होती है, तो हमें उन लोगों को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो दे आर फोकसिंग ऑन द स्टडीज. डू नॉट शाउट एट नाइट, क्योंकि सबको शांति चाहिए होती है. Don't trouble any hostelers. If you have any problem, directly contact hostel management. अगर आपको हॉस्टल से किसी भी तरह की प्रॉब्लम है, जैसे कि आपके रूम की लाइट ठीक से नहीं चल रही है या फिर ऐसा कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो जो हॉस्टल से रिलेटेड हो, तो किसी भी सीनियर्स को परेशान मत करिए, या फिर ऐसा हो कि ये कोई बड़े हैं तो हम उनसे बात करते हैं। आप डायरेक्टली हॉस्टल मैनेजमेंट से बात कर सकते हैं, या फिर हमारे जो गार्ड है यहाँ उनसे आप बात कर सकते हैं, और डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट टू हॉस्टल डायरेक्टर। डू नॉट ब्रिंग एनी अल्कोहलिक ड्रिंक्स, ये प्योरली अनऑफिशियल होगा, और दिस इज नॉट healthy for us, so do not do that. Don't wander around late, or don't try to leave your rooms, hostel rooms, after 10 p.m. There is a timing restriction of 10 p.m. so don't leave your room, hostel rooms, after 10 p.m. You can wander before 10 p.m. Do not enter any room, जब तक कि अगर आपको किसी के रूम में कुछ काम से जाना है, तो जब तक कि वो अलाउ ना करे आप किसी के रूम में मत जाइए। वन मोर थिंग कि विंडोज को डस्टबिन मत समझिए। वी हैव मैनी प्लांट्स बिसाइड्स आवर रूम, सो अगर आप विंडो से कुछ भी कचरा फेंकते हैं तो वो हार्मफुल होगा नेचर के लिए। हमें डस्टबिन प्रोवाइड्स की जाएंगी, पूरे कैंपस में डस्टबिन्स रखी हुई है, तो कचरा फेंकने के लिए सिर्फ डस्टबिन्स का यूज करें, ना कि खिड़की से बाहर फेंके या फिर कॉरिडोर में फेंके, क्योंकि जो हॉस्टल में आती है सफाई करने उनको भी तकलीफ पड़ेगी, और वो हमारे खुद के लिए भी मतलब अच्छा नहीं होगा। सो डोंट डू दैट। I would conclude now, and I would like to request Jayanti Didi to take over the platform.
Thank you, Drashti, for such a wonderful introduction to do's and don'ts of the hostel. And today I will be here talking about, Kesha, are you there? Can you change the slide? Yes, thank you. So here I will be talking about anti-ragging and immediate actions for misbehavior. So whenever you come in any educational institute, there are certain rules which are to be followed without any exception. So if you don't, then there are liable strict actions which would be taken against you, which definitely won't be in your favor. So before beginning, I would like to give a brief introduction. Like every one of us are from a different background, different culture. हम सबका अलग upbringing है, and we come from a different circumstances, and that shapes us. So owing to this diversity, in our campus there are students from all area of the country and beyond. So I assume that many of you won't be a permanent resident or from Gujarat itself. You might be from different states of the country, and there are different people for different courses as well in the campus from different places. So owing to this diversity, there is a matter of great concern, like what might be fun for person A can be a great cause of distress for others. So we always have to be cautious about that. So be respectful, be kind, and create a safe environment for yourself as well as for your fellow mates. So coming to ragging, generally हमें ऐसा लगता है कॉलेज में जाएंगे तो सीनियर्स हमारा रैगिंग लेंगे. So to be on the lighter note, RSU में रैगिंग नहीं होता है. मैंने तो नहीं देखा आज तक, और किसी को करते हुए भी नहीं देखा. So नहीं होता है. Keep in mind that. So, but one should know what constitutes ragging, because there is a fine line between आप मस्ती कर रहे हो and unknowingly you are performing the act of ragging. So one should know what constitutes it. It includes like any physical, verbal or lewd acts like bullying or teasing somebody, किसी को ब्लैकमेल करना एंड थ्रेटन करना, दिस कंस्टिट्यूट्स द एक्ट ऑफ रैगिंग। आप अब मस्ती में भी किसी को अगर ब्लैकमेल कर रहे हो फॉर द शेक ऑफ फन, इट इज एन एक्ट ऑफ रैगिंग, so you will be liable to face consequences accordingly. So so when you are doing ragging to your juniors, it can be your friend, it can be your classmate, it can be anybody from your course, not from your course, from outside the university, which cause annoyance, physical or psychological harm, or raise fear in any fresher or other student, जिसकी वजह से वो अपना नॉर्मल डे टू डे एक्टिविटी नहीं कर पाए या पढ़ाई पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं कर पाए, it is because of your action. Okay, so don't indulge yourself in any such activities because it has consequences. Like every one of you, I think, must have studied physics, and that's why you're here, and everyone is well aware about the Newton's third law, and that is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So when you enter a university, you no more have the privilege to be excused with कि बच्चे हैं गलती हो गई, ठीक है? So if you ever think of indulging yourself in unlawful activities, you will be answerable for your actions and face its consequences, which won't be in your favor. Like, but you still have one privilege, and that privilege is that you are a student and you are here to learn. So learn to respect others, learn to respect diversity, learn to respect different cultures, different traditions, because you can't make fun of anybody who is not like you. Okay, respect that, because उनके जो एंटी रैगिंग के आपने जब एडमिशन ली होगी तो आपने एक एंटी रैगिंग फॉर्म परफॉर्मर पे सिग्नेचर किया होगा. You as well as your parents would have signed it, and I assume that having signed it, you definitely would have read it, that there are anti ragging rules, and which constitutes of, like, it is a cognizable offense. As you can see it on the screen, you are liable for rustigation and strictly punishable by law. You can be expelled from the university, and that is not funny. Okay, you really can be expelled from the university and debarred from continuing your education. फिर आपको कहीं पे एडमिशन नहीं मिलेगा, और ऐसा होता है, ठीक है? And then you would be debarred from appearing in examinations and semester. आपका ईयर गैप होगा, मिस होगा आपका रेगुलर स्टडीज. कंपनीज, जब आप कंपनीज वगैरह में अप्लाई करोगे ना कहीं पे भी, या फिर फॉर एनी अदर हायर स्टडीज, आपको कैरेक्टर सर्टिफिकेट प्रेजेंट करना पड़ता है. सो इफ यू इंडल्ज इन एनी सच एक्टिविटीज, इट विल डेफिनेटली बी रिफ्लेक्टेड ऑन योर कैरेक्टर सर्टिफिकेट. और if you are ever indulging in ragging or it is brought to the notice of institute, आपको किसी भी कंपनी में नहीं लेंगे, क्योंकि companies have strict rules and regulations against that. So you might have to pay hefty fines with your parents' hard-earned money. You might be suspended or expelled from the hostel, and least the police complaint may be filed against you, and you might be put behind bars. So Kesha, I'd like you to change the next slide. Yes, thank you. So what should you do when you are ragged? So if you ever face any such situation, don't be afraid to seek help. Always keep in mind that any wrongful act can't be justified. आप ऐसा बिल्कुल मत सोचना that if you complain that then you would be isolated or someone is going to torture you more. So आप इस तरह के justifications खुद को देकर don't ever be a silent sufferer, because this would encourage the wrongdoers. Confine to your friends, inform the perpetrator of their wrongdoing, क्योंकि sometimes ऐसा होता है कि जो आपकी ragging ले रहे हैं या शायद वो मस्ती कर रहे हैं, but without realizing that they are hurting your self-esteem. Inform the concerned authorities and bring it to their notice. Talk to your friends, your classmates, आपके roommates होंगे, आपके floormates होंगे, आपके seniors होंगे, कोई तो होगा to with whom you can confine with. Talk to them, okay? And talk to your parents, share with them. अगर आप friends को नहीं बता सकते तो आप parents को बताइए. And talk to your teachers, your course mate. Somebody will definitely help you out, because it is everyone's responsibility and likely it is I'd like to share the scenario at the university that myself being a student here, I can assure you that ragging यहाँ पे नहीं होता है. In case of exception, robust rules are there in action, not only on paper but in action. So our university is extremely cautious and concerned about the well-being of every member of RSU family, be it student, be it faculty members, be it staff members, everyone. So it is also the responsibility of fellow mates and floor mates and classmates to make sure कि nobody among them is facing such things. अगर आप देख रहे हो आपके सामने रैगिंग हो रहा है तो ये आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि आप वो रोको और इन्फॉर्म करो अथॉरिटीज को इमीडिएटली. अभी आपके स्क्रीन में प्रीवियस स्लाइड में एज वेल एज इन दिस स्लाइड there are contact person names for the anti-ragging committee or the student welfare and grievance redressal committee. You can contact them anytime, write them a mail, or you can meet them in their office, meet them during office hours to inform them. If they are not available, you can talk to the present faculties, they would take you through them, or whomsoever you can find to, because everyone is supportive there. So if in this place, if you ever feel, so inform them immediately. You can reach out to them anytime. You can inform your parents, seniors. आपको टीचर से डर लगता है, आपको टीचर से बात करने में डर लगता है, inform your friends or seniors, or it is the responsibility of the friend or the senior to help your friend. Okay, help your friend and inform the authorities. क्योंकि आप उनको इन्फॉर्म नहीं करोगे तो उन्हें पता नहीं चलेगा, उन्हें पता नहीं चलेगा तो वो आपकी हेल्प नहीं कर पाएंगे, राइट. और अगर आप हॉस्टल में हो तो आप हॉस्टल वार्डन को इमीडिएटली इन्फॉर्म करोगे, ठीक है. एंड डोंट डू रैगिंग इन कैंपस, डोंट इवन ट्राई, ओके. सो एंड डोंट स्पीक और डू एनी सच एक्ट इन क्लासरूम, बी इट अ हॉस्टल प्रेमिसेस, चाहे वो आपका मेस हो, चाहे इनसाइड द कैंपस हो, कैंपस की गेट के बाहर हो, आपके जूनियर्स हो, क्लासमेट हो, दोस्त हो, किसी के साथ भी करने की सोचना मत, ठीक. बिकॉज द रूल्स इन प्लेस are not bound by any fence wall. It still applies and action would be taken without an exception, because it is not only on pen and paper, I said earlier. So this is a student grievances and redressal committee where apart from ragging, अगर आपको ऐसा फील हुआ कि आपके साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो रहा है या फिर आपको हैरेस किया जा रहा है, you can seek legal aids here. Like आपके फंडामेंटल राइट्स वायलेट हो रहे हैं, you can reach out to the student welfare and grievance redressal committee. The objective of this committee is to develop a responsive and accountable attitude among everyone, so that to maintain a harmonious educational atmosphere in the institute, and the confidentiality is maintained in every aspect. So if you have any difficulties, like you are not able to cope up or enjoy your college life, or you are having difficulty making new friends, there are counselors and psychologists at the university. Here is Professor Mahesh Tripathi sir, the second row. He is a psychologist, and you can seek an appointment with him and meet him to discuss your issue. You can also confine with your friends or your seniors or any teacher, anybody. So it was just to inform you that. So because any environment is not created by an outsider, it is the people who are the part of the environment created, and we are pleased to have you all among us. So आपको कभी भी किसी भी टाइम रात के 2 बजे भी आपको सीनियर से कुछ हेल्प चाहिए, आप उनको नॉक करो, उनको बोलो कि हमें हेल्प करो, ठीक है. There are 99.95% चांस कि वो आपको हेल्प करेंगे. Only 0.05% चांस हो सकता है कि वो किसी काम में बिजी हैं. तो एक सीनियर तो नहीं है, 2, 3, 4 बहुत सारे सीनियर्स हैं. You can go to anybody. So it is our shared responsibility to make sure that freshmen are not left out clueless. And one more thing I'd like to mention, that there are rules in place, but don't use the rules against anybody. Against anybody, that means don't put on false accusation on anyone, because having signed the anti-ragging form, it is not a piece of paper or a mark of signature. It holds a value. You have signed it and you must abide by it. So don't do anything in the heat of the moment which you might regret later on, or take law in your hand. You don't need to teach anybody any lesson. It is the role of the authorities. They will take appropriate action. Just need to inform them. Okay. So closing this note with it, I would request Ketki ma'am to take you further in this session. Thank you, everyone. Ketki ma'am, please.
Very good afternoon once again. As we already talked that our Dean sir, Dr. Chandresh Parekh sir, he is in transit for some really important work. So he has sent his recorded message to us. We'll be playing that. Before that, I'd like to mention that Dr. Chandresh Parekh sir, Dean SIT AICS, he has done his PhD in Electronics and Communication and has more than 17 years of academic experience as well as around 25 years of overall experience, including research. It is very good to have him as our dean, and he would be guiding you, each and every one of you, wherever you face any issues. So he has shared his message, though he is not available here, but he has shared his message. I'd like to play it for you.
Very good morning to newcomers, student representative and faculty members of various clubs of student development cell of our school. शिक्षा आरंभ बहुत ही बढ़िया एक विचार है जिसके माध्यम से सीनियर और जूनियर स्टूडेंट्स एक दूसरे के साथ मिलकर अपने अनुभव और नॉलेज को शेयर करते हैं, और ये बहुत ही ज़रूरी है। प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में भी इसकी बहुत बड़ी उपयोगिता है। तो इस प्रोग्राम जो आज 12/12/2020 के दिन से ही शुरू हो रहा है, तो बार बार होना चाहिए। और इस प्रोग्राम के आयोजन के लिए मैं केतकी मैडम और उनकी टीम को खूब खूब धन्यवाद देता हूं। और सीनियर्स जो एक ज़माने में जूनियर्स थे, वो आज कुछ अच्छा पा चुके हैं, वो अपने जूनियर्स को देंगे। तो जूनियर्स को इस 4 साल की कारकिर्दी में 2 साल जो भी कोर्स का ड्यूरेशन होता है उनमें बहुत उपयोगी होंगे। तो इस प्रोग्राम को आप बार बार करते रहिए, मिलते रहिए ऐसे फॉर्मल प्लेटफॉर्म पे। तो इसकी कोई ना कोई माध्यम से आपको आगे बढ़ने में बहुत ही सहायता होगी। इसका एक चीज़ और बढ़ेगा, जो टीम वर्क का टीम मेंबर के बीच में किस तरह से सिंक्रोनाइजेशन किया जाता है, और वो आज के ज़माने में कोई बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट में एक से ज़्यादा लोग जुड़े होते हैं, तो किस तरह से आप अच्छी तरह से अपना रोल इंडिपेंडेंटली एक्सेलेंस के साथ टीम वर्क में कैसे कर सकते हैं, वो सीखने को मिलेगा। तो ये छोटे से नोट के साथ I wish you all the best for this wonderful event. Thank you so much.
This was the message from our Dean sir. Now I would like to request Mr. Meet Patel to continue.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now let us come to the section of how we can achieve academically well. So students must be joining a new session and new life of their career of their life to start their achievement and to achieve a great success. So let us see how the grading system and the evaluation system will be taken place in our university for their respective courses. As you can see in this slide, that the grading and evaluation for the final term will be the summation of the end-sem score, the mid-sems or the internals, as you can say, plus the scores of practicals or the tutorials. Tutorials is where the subjects of practicals will not be there and faculties will give the questions to solve. So the semester performance index, that is SPI, is the summation of credits into grade points for individual subjects divided by the summation of the total credits for each and every subject. For example, take a subject of 5 credits. Usually we have 4 to 5 credits and seldom 2 or 1. So let us take an example for 5 credits. NSEMs will be of 70 marks. Internals will be of 50 marks, with 30 marks and the 20 marks will be there for homework and 30 marks for the written test. Practicals will be of total 50 marks, which will be taken internally or externally as per the subject. So the total will be counted from 170 marks. To get an outstanding, that is O grade for individual subject, a student must score at least 90%, that is 90 to 170, which is equal to 153 score. So from 153 to 170, you get an O, that is outstanding. From 136 to 152, you get A. Calculating a percentage for a 4-credit subject, we have a total of 70 marks for the internals will be a total of 50 marks and practicals will be of 30 marks similarly. And a total will be 150 marks. Similarly here too, to get an outstanding, we have to score at least 135 marks. That is 90% of 150 marks, total marks, that is 135, and so on and so forth for individual subjects. You can have a screenshot of this grading and evaluation system, which makes it easier to calculate the final distribution. So the distribution goes like this. Percentage out of 100, 90 to 100 shows the division of distinction with a grade point of 10, grading you with the letter O, that is outstanding. 80 to 90%, that is 80 at least, and less than or equal will be a distinction again with a grade point of 9, but the letter grade will be given excellent, that is A+. 70 to 80 will be 8 grade point with A grade, and so on. If the person is absent on that day of the final evaluation, it will be marked as AB in the letter grade. A very important note that we must take care is it is mandatory to pass in each of the 3 segments, that is practicals, internals, and the NSEMs. Passing a cumulative score at the average of 35% will not be considered to a student as a passed student. So we have to secure at least equal to 35% in each examinations, practicals, internals, and NSEMs. That is 17.5 out of 30 in internals and 24.5 in NSEMs out of 70 and in externals too. I again repeat that passing the 35% marks in total will not be calculated as a person who is passed, but individual in practicals, internals, and NSEMs with at least 35% will only be resulted as a pass. Let us take an example for a person A and a person B who is studying in BTech and MTech. In NSEMs, for example, person A is getting 55 out of 70. That is, of course, for sure, greater than 35%. In practicals, he is scoring just 8 out of 50. And in internals, he is scoring 6 out of 30. So the total will surely become greater than 35%. But as we can see, that in practicals and internals, it is not greater than or equal to 35% at least. So the person is said to be failed. Whereas in person B, as you can see in the mark sheet, the person is scoring absolutely amazing scores with each and every grade of A+ and a seminar subject having outstanding performance, where he or she will be scoring earned grade points of total of 190 and total credits were 22. So let us calculate how the grade points and scores will be calculated. The grade points are calculated in the table is given 9 for A+ and 10 for O. So total grade points is summation of the grade point into the credits. That is giving us the result of 199 grade points. Total credits of each individual subject
is 22. So the semester performance index, that is SPI, becomes the total grade point divided by total credits, which is equal to 199 divided by 22, resulting into 9.05, which is for sure greater than 35%, and so the person is resulted as pass. Let us go through with the MSc DS and PGDI CSCF courses. They also have a similar criteria where 70 marks is given for NSEMs, 50 marks for practicals. Internals will be having of 30 marks, where practicals is then subdivided into two divisions, internal practicals and externals, giving the ratio of 35:15, where the total of the subjects will be calculated according to the theory and practical out of 150, and then the total will be directly averaged with the marks to give the total semester score. And if that score is greater than 35%, the person is passed, and if not, he or she is failed. As we can see, that the attendance is very important for all the students to attend the classes on a regular basis. We have a certain criteria in our college also for letting students allow to give the NSEMs if and only if the student covers at least 80% of the total attendance. I repeat, students must attend 80% of the total attendance every month, of which the average will be taken to make you fit to sit for the final examinations. If the person is 100% or the 80% does not matter at all. The only criteria is it should be greater than or equal to 80%. If he or she is not at all attending, he must be a blacklisted person and should take actions to attend the classes each on regular basis. So here we come to the end of the first part of the Shiksha Arambh, covering the campus and grading systems. Soon there are a lot of speakers waiting for you guys to acknowledge about their different activities wherein you all can take place. So stay connected, and we all will be waiting for you at sharp 12:30 p.m. after 1 hour of the break with the other part of the Shiksha Arambh, with different events and co-curricular activities and the clubs which you can join. Stay tuned. Thank you.
So welcome back with the session. I hand over Bhakti Didi to continue for the events and co-curricular activities.
Hi everyone, I welcome you all. And now it's time to get familiar with events and co-curricular activities. Kesha, can we have video of the non-technical events, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Kesha. So apart from exceptional education at RRU, we encourage our culturally diverse environment by engaging students and faculty in activities that bring them closer to their roots by celebrating the various regional festivals. Also, we have college fests like Navrang, Malhar and Sangram. Let me tell you something about Navrang first. Navrang is 9-day long fest based on the rich colors of Navratri. They form a new theme for every day, such as cosplay day, prop day, twin day, and many more. It has interactive events, games, and some interesting competitions like face painting and food carvings. where students and faculties all can enjoy together. Talking about Malhar, it is an annual cultural fest where there is drama, dance, music, and open mics. Students and faculties all showcase their talents in this fest. Also, we have annual sports meet Sangram to encourage fitness and sports spirit. Competition 11 different disciplines of sports and different categories, students and faculties. All students are equally divided in 4 different houses, that is Azad, Pratap, Shivaji and Shubhas. They competing to win the trophy for their house. Now it's time to let you all know about technical events. Kesha, can we have video please?
Yeah.
So you all just had glimpse of Techno Castle, the technical event of RRU. You can test your aptitude on coding, logical ability, and cybersecurity in this event. Also, we have one event called Cyber Awareness Week, where students participate in poster making and poster exhibition to educate and to make people understand about what is cyber security and what are the cyber attacks and spreading the awareness. Also, our school organizes various workshops and seminars on cyber security and artificial intelligence, as well as we celebrate Navratri, Onam, Pongal, Holi, and Makar Sankranti. And now talking about co-curricular activities, we have sports and NCC. I will be talking about sports. Next slide, please. Okay, in sports, we have kabaddi, kho-kho, table tennis, volleyball, chess, cricket, and athletics. So you can be the part of sport whatever you want to be in. And now handing over to Hazel Chokshi to let you know about NCC. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Bhakti Didi. And on behalf of RRU, I, Aisav Choksi, a cylinder officer, take the privilege to introduce to the NCC that we have at RRU. We are fully functional as NCC, and I would like to tell you that NCC is the world's largest uniform youth organization. You get all the experiences of life. You are exposed to such different things, such different events that you will not find in any civilian life. As you can see in the pictures now, these are some of the activities that we as cadets do, whether it's the firing or the mountaineering activity. There are many adventurous activities such as paragliding, parasailing, and you get to meet a whole lot of people. And apart from this, you are a winner in every walk of life, whether it's confidence, whether it's your speech, whether it is anything. You can easily distinguish any NCC cadet from a normal human being. We have such notable alumni even in the armed forces and in the day-to-day life. Our own PM, Narendra Modi ji, is also an alumni of NCC. Apart from him, we have Rajnath Singh, Sushma Swaraj ji, Hamid Ansari ji, Manohar Parrikar ji. We have even actors like Jaya Bachchan, who was a part of NCC, and many more to go. The list goes on and on. At RRU, you can contact Lieutenant Ashutosh Pandey sir and Lieutenant Radhika Kirai ma'am for further information, or you can even reach out to me as such. And just remember one thing, that there should be something that separates you from every person. We all are special in one or the other thing. And I particularly believe that 2 stars on your shoulder are better than millions in sky. And on this note, we do a lot. We have the ability, we have the courage, and we have the guts to do each and everything. We can pull anything off. And recently, I would like to mention that we, 20 students from all over the India, had an opportunity for video conferencing with Rajnath Singh ji. It was a one-on-one video conferencing, and who gives you the opportunity to be a CEO of a company just in a minute? So come, join NCC. Next, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Harshav, Jayanti Didi and Bhakti, for introducing the clubs. Now we will see SDC, that is Student Development Cell representatives, where we have a number of students working as student heads with individual clubs, where you can contact them with the given contact numbers and the email IDs if you want to join them. So let us have a brief introduction about each and every club by their student head. Hello guys, so I am Kesha K. Kaneria, here the student representative and the lead of Developer Student Club Rashtriya Raksha University, which is completely a non-profitable and university-based group for students who are interested in building different projects and implementing their ideas. So basically what Developer Student Club is. Developer Student Club is completely monitored by Rashtriya Raksha University in affiliation with Google developers, where I was interviewed by the Googlers to lead this club. So it is basically appointed by student developers, and we handle events and the competition. Am I visible?
No, it's not visible.
Yes. Yeah, you are visible.
Yes, you are visible.
Okay, thank you so much, no problem. So basically, in this, we have a Discord channel where people can connect with us, and we are a community where we grow, learn, and teach each others in developmental things. So a DSC RRU prepares for having online sessions for students who are interested in their individual topics, along with the data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or any developmental project with backend, frontend, or cybersecurity. We keep weekly meetups for the students so that we come into a contact with how they are working and how experts want us to work in the professional life. We have an open source contribution month where students contribute, sending the PRs and their issues which are solved, developing or coded monthly, and then they contribute to the open source projects. We have weekly or bi-weekly contests, which we are planning to do it soon, for competitive programming, where students will code their skills. And we also have already done so many month-wise or different hands-on workshops and projects, which goes throughout the year, where we are being given problem statements and then they solve them. Collaborate with the different industries or organizations. We come into contact with the real-time companies and the projects or the shops where they have any similar small problems, so that they can, we as a developers can solve their problems. So lastly, we DSC RRU solve a problem statement by coding them or developing that, so that the real-time problems are solved by us. Because end of the day, we will be going as a developer in the society to solve the real-time problems. So we brush up their skills through development and coding. And last but not the least, we wish to organize the biggest Dev Fest, that is handled by Google Developers Group, GDG event, which is globally well known, recognized by everyone. So if in case we get a chance to come into the campus again, so we'll be having that. Thank you. So let us move on to Meet Patel with his introduction of the Cyber Alliance.
Thank you very much, Kesha. I am Meet Patel, leading the Cyber Alliance Club. The Cyber Alliance is an information security club that help and support students in growing their skills in cybersecurity domain. We do it by organizing various online sessions, workshops, and live practical sessions, along with the contest where the students can apply their skills and compete with each other, resulting in a competitive environment. We also invite industry experts and speakers to conduct various workshops, webinars for helping the students achieve required skill set in the industry and getting them prepared for careers in private and public industries. And if you also want to contribute in the activities of the club, you can reach out to any of the core team members of the club. Well, we will be discussing more in detail tomorrow in our introduction to cybersecurity session. Meanwhile, you can visit our website and also check out our YouTube channel. You will find all our previous sessions there. I will be sharing the links in the chat section. Now, let us move forward with AI Forum led by Nishant. Over to you, Nishant.
So, hello everyone. So it's nice to see everyone together. I see 99 attendees are here. So I am here to tell about AI Forum. AI Forum is one of the clubs or one of the forum which comes under student development activities. So in AI Forum, what we are trying to do, we are focusing on development, we are focusing on research, we are focusing on learning of AI related skill. So whatever we have heard about AI is all mostly the hype, and we should not constrain ourselves with such a belief until we get to know what exactly the things are. So we have planned a lot of events for you, and we will be rolling out based on your feedback, based on your interests, and we will be having a session on the basic coding of TensorFlow or PyTorch. These are the machine learning libraries which you will get to know, but that shall be that shall be provided on the basis of your interest. So there will be some kind of polling, and if you are interested, you are happy to join. So you have the contact number, you have the email address. Please shoot in your queries without any hesitation. And one more thing I would like to add is that try exploring as many fields as possible. So there are a group of students, a bunch of students who do competitive coding. Supposedly they are not listed here, but they do competitive coding, solve algorithm related problem. So it's like you can also come up with your own ideas of making club. Like someone wants to make literary club, someone wants to make poetry club, whatever you want to come up with the idea, share it with your faculties or seniors, and there are many opportunities. So if time permits, if we are fortunate enough, we'll meet in the campus, then we will discuss in detail about a lot of opportunities like Google Summer of Code, then ACM ICPC, and there are a lot of activities for women, as women are underrepresented community in this tech field. So there are a lot of things ongoing from various organizations about women. So we shall discuss it about those things in details whenever you come to the campus, and feel the women's out there feel be fortunate that you are part of tech community and you are going to make an impact for the change. So you have that email address. If you want to make any query, and just shoot in your queries there. So for the next team lead or club lead, please go ahead with.
Hello everyone. So I am Jayanti and a final year student in BTech, and we are having a quantum computing knowledge club here at our university. So quantum computing, as it is a very new concept which is under research field itself in the current stage. So first I would like to give you a brief intro, like what actually quantum computing does is that using the atomic phenomena, like using the state of electrons or of photons, and we store our information and those states of the electrons to perform operations on them. Like our present day system has a transistors and the CPU to perform the operations. The quantum computer aim to achieve those or optimize the solutions of unsolvable problems using the property of subatomic particle by following the laws of quantum mechanics. So here at the Quantum Computing Knowledge Club, we start from the very beginning level. Currently, we have various members from other different years, and you would definitely be coming to know them when we have a one-on-one interaction for our club. And our advisory board member is Dharti ma'am, and Rutambara from second year, she is also a board member. Hashav is there, Pranjal. So there are many seniors among you and your friends. You will come to know that they help us build this club and perform activities in it. So we begin from a very beginner level so that you get to know from the start. And currently, I would like to mention that there is a quantum computing basic level course going on for high school students, free of cost. But the selection is a bit tough, but you can always apply and participate in that. It is being conducted by IBM. Moreover, our club has fundings from United Nations. It is a not-for-profit organization. So they help us elaborate and achieve our goal, which is basically to learn and help learn others. There are many activities, like initially we get to learn from the communities, and there would be in coming future, when the things are normal, we will be performing outreach activities by visiting high schools and letting them know what we have learned in quantum computing. So I'll be sharing the link to our site. There you can find other information regarding it, and you can always join us. And moreover, I will also share the link of Qubit by Qubit. It is a coding school in which the lectures and classes are taken by students from MIT and Oxford institutes. It is entirely for beginners. There are many high school students, and considering the fact that you have just come up from your school studies, you will be able to understand it in a better way, from Python to basic linear algebra to quantum mechanics. They are following a very beginner friendly path. So I am mentioning it now because tomorrow is the last day for registration, and the course resumes again from January to May. So that's why I'm mentioning it now. So interested ones can apply and then let me know. You can contact me anytime. I can help you out with that. And that's it about our club. For any other information, you can visit the site. You can write to us. We will be always there to help you out. Thank you. And yes, so next next Shrey will be joining you to let you know about Multimedia Club. Shrey, please.
Hello everyone. Now I am going to give introduction you about Multimedia Club. In Multimedia Club, we will be having different clubs such as Photography Club, Videography Club, and Music Club. And we will all be having events such as photo walks, weekly challenges, once the things get back to normal and we meet on site. The objective of the club is to make the students take interest in the non-technical or extracurricular activities whether it is anything like photography, videography, or creative art. You can also improve and learn photography skills and tools used for the same. In this club, the main objective of the club is to attract the students in non-technical activities. The multimedia club will try to cover every events that are going to organize in the campus. Once we will be on campus, we will have many much events regarding this on the campus. As of now, we are having online studies. Some we can have sessions or some seminar type after the some time. Thank you. Now I will request Shivangi Mehta to continue further.
Okay. Hello everyone. I am Shivangi Mehta, a student from final year MTech and a team lead of Cyber Forensics Club at SIT AICS. Cyber Forensics Club aims to involve with students to learn, discuss, practice and implement the digital forensics and cybersecurity tools and techniques to serve industry the best possible outcomes in the future. As you guys are aware about the activities such as theft of sensitive data, online frauds, money laundering, and many other such cyber crimes, right? So now being the students of cybersecurity, learning digital forensics and exploring more about the latest fundamentals of the cybersecurity becomes necessary for us guys, right? So there are many activities which are organized by the club, such as it provides the opportunities to the students to develop their interest in digital forensics along with the new tools and technologies. Students will also get the hands-on experience using the industry standard tools. There are various sessions arranged on weekly and monthly basis from the cyber forensics expert across the nation to enhance the knowledge of the students. Now, along with this, the club also aims to give the students an overview of higher studies and employment in the field of cyber forensics. Thus, the club aims to provide the security education and awareness to all so that the students can learn how to secure their data as well as how to protect them from the cyber attacks. Now, the freshers who have not yet joined the club and is interested to join can fill the Google form which will be sent to you in your mail groups and join. You guys are anytime welcome to be a part of it. For any queries related to the club, you can contact me directly. I will share my contact details in email, and also we will keep a separate session for you guys to give you more brief about the activities that are carried out by our club. Thank you. So now the next team lead, Yash Gupta, will discuss about his club.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes.
And is my screen visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes.
So starting with our club, so basically our club is Speak to Lead, a club for those who want to lead. Basically, we see nowadays that students are not able to communicate well in English and they face failure in their professional as well as personal life. So starting with our club, the motive of our club is effective communication skill is a key to personal and professional success. Aims or goals of our club are to provide a platform to the students for development of communication skills, to enhance students' English and vocabulary knowledge, to help them gain stage courage through different activities. And the planned activities of our club are debate, extempore, group discussion, role play, spell bee, speech competition, and after dinner or speak to entertainment, etc. So I'll be introducing you to the board members of our club. So here is our mentor, Miss Anjali Suman ma'am. She is the assistant professor and mentor of our club. Her research area includes cyber forensics, digital forensics, and wireless communication. And now here is me. My name is Yash Gupta, as you might know. and I'm a third year student at RRU. My interests are ethical hacking, cyber forensics investigation, group discussion, and speech delivery. And I am a national level badminton player, a keyboardist, and an aesthetic photographer. So you may always find me somewhere near ground or garden somewhere. Over to you, Janil.
Hello, am I audible to you? Namaste, my name is Janil Patel and I am from BTech third year, and being a part of a club, I would like to wish you a warm welcome to our club where student members work out with their soft skills. My interest lies in cybersecurity and digital forensics, and I also like to take part in class debates, discussions and so more. And I am also a lover of fine arts. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Jay Prajapati.
Hello guys, I am audible. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon. कोई तो बोलो भैया. कोई है? Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello guys. Hello guys. I am Jay Prajapati and I am a student of the BTech third year. Hello.
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 You are audible, Jay. You can continue.
Yes, yes. I am student of the BTech third year, and my interests are cricket, politics, and current affairs. And I am also member of this club. I will be your coordinator for debate competition. In this club, we will organizing some events like debate, group discussion, role play and spell bee competition, which is provide you to some knowledge regarding communication skills. And I am willing to provide help and guidance to my colleagues by teaching with skills I possess. So it's time to introduce you all to Mr. Haiso Choksi. Thank you.
Hello, one and all present. I am a third year BTech student, and at Speak to Lead Club, I basically coordinate group discussion and personal interviews. I would like to bring my experience to the club, which I got actually by a lot of failures. I've given n number of interviews, be it in the defense forces, be it by UPSC, or be it in the corporate environment, and have failed many times, and I've learned from my mistakes. As APJ Abdul Kalam ji said in the starting, like we had this thought, and from that I would like to bring my experiences and my knowledge, and we all can improve together. And in the industry, if we go, then group discussion and personal interview forms a major part of your selection. It is one of the key factors where many people lose the game. So you are best in coding, you are best in your technical skills, but along with it, I personally believe that somewhere your knowledge may lack, but your etiquettes, your manners, your behaviors will take you a long way. And that's it from my side. Now I would like to hand over the baton to Abhishek Tiwari, my fellow colleague, who would guide you further.
Hello. Audible? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay. My name is Abhishek Tiwari, and I am in third year. The area of interest are spell bee, and also I am the leader of the chess club here at RRU, and I like to play football and chess, so you can contact me if you would like to join a football group, football club, or the chess club. Now I'll let Zaid talk.
Hello guys, my name is Mohammed Zaid Sheikh and I am from BTech third year. I am one of the core committee member of this club. I would like to wish you a warm welcome to our university. We are here to work our communication and presentation skills. My race to enter this club when my friend spoke to me that he failed the interview challenge due to proper communication skill. So from that, my I thought to do something for our student, and I am here with this awesome club that can help you to develop effective communication and presentation skill. Contact us anytime. So now my part ends here, and now I would like to call upon Mrs. Dusty Dobaria.
Hello all, I'm Dusty Dobaria from BTech second year. I'm a social media manager at Speak to Lead Club, and my interests are art and drawings, arts and sports also, music also. I am handling social media profiles for this club, and nice to meet you all. Now I would like to hand over to Raj Kotaria. Over to you.
Hello everyone and good afternoon. Myself Raj Kotaria from BTech 5th sem, and my interesting area are VAPT, ethical hacking and cyber forensics, and my hobby is to play cricket and watching news. So right now I am handling the social media page of Speak to Lead Club on LinkedIn. Next slide. Yes. So if you have any doubt related to this club, you can share your doubts on this email, and the link of LinkedIn profile and the Facebook profile are given, so you can follow us on that profile. So Facebook is handled by Drashti and LinkedIn was handled by me. And if you want to join our club, then the Google form which will be provided to you in the chat box, and you can join our club. So muchas gracias. Now I would like to call upon Miss Nidhi Shah to introduce our fresher student to RRU Sports Club. Handing over to you, Nidhi.
Thank you so much, Raj Patel. So you heard about many technical and non-technical clubs that helps you build a great mind. But for a great mind, you must have a great body and healthy body too. Physical strength is as much important as mental strength. So sports is a great way to help you build your healthy body. In sports club, we have different domains, so we have something for everyone. Sports can take your minds off your studies and rejuvenate you for more. So sports club requires your physical presence, so you can meet different people from different backgrounds and understand them, play with them, and make friends for life. So it is a great way to keep your mind healthy and mind and body healthy and happy. So under different domains, we have Power Sense and many other clubs under sports club. So Power Sense is heading by me. That means power of the sense of the power from within. So one day I was just scrolling through YouTube videos and saw that a random self-defense video. So I thought it should be taught to everyone, regardless of gender, and every college and student must have that program. So our university provided a special student development cell for that, and self-defense club isn't restricted to self-defense only. Power Sense is about keeping your mind and body healthy too. So I will suggest you all who are fitness freak and self-defense freak to join the club. The second club is football club. The football club provides you who like the football club. They can play in our big university grounds. Football provides the special bone and muscle strength, and it helps you more in the later body. in later in your life. The third club is the athletics club that is headed by Viren Munjani, who is as well studying in BTech semester 5. The athletics includes the running, walking, throwing and jumping. So it is a focal point to develop your study in athletic talent. So now I will hand over to Mr. Anand Patel, who is another sports coordinator. Thank you.
You can increase your stamina, you can improve your leadership qualities and many more. We have a team of both girls and boys, and we encourage girls to be part of this club. Tournaments are organized within our school so that we can participate in annual sports meet Sangram. So many of us have also played multiplayer video games such as PUBG, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty and others. So sessions and tournament will be conducted among us so that we can improve our aim, game sense and gaming skill for our esports club. So this club is formed so that we can form a team and participates in Tech Fest conducted by universities and colleges across the state. So next club is RRU Prime, a club dedicated for a speed cuber. All are familiar with Rubik's Cube and many of you can also solve it. And aim of this club is to teach students to solve a cube if they don't know, and if they know, we will teach different algorithms, quick tricks so that they can cut down their solving time below 30 seconds or even less than 20 seconds or 15 seconds. And we can discover new algorithms, find new ways to solve a cube efficiently. Weekly sessions and monthly tournaments are also organized at our RRU campus. And we, the team of RRU Prime, had participated in a Tech Fest of Indus University, Instincts 2020. We were a team of 3 students, and we all made it to finals, and I won the title and with the average solving time of 16.3 seconds. And I have also participated in official competitions which are organized by World Cube Association. Right? So our last club is Chess Club. So the aim of the Chess Club is to spread the knowledge of chess. There are numerous advantages of playing chess. It's a great way to exercise your brain as it uses both sides of your brain, and you can improve your problem solving skills, you can build up confidence and many more. So weekly sessions and tournament will be organized. This way we can help everyone improve their game and learn from their mistakes by having discussion over the crucial points after the tournament, right? So this is all about RRU Sports Club, and we can add more sports as per the interest of the students. Our coordinator is Mr. Hemang sir. Right? So I would like to hand over the session to Haishav Choksi, who is a leader of Reverse Engineering and Malware Analysis Club. Thank you.
Thank you, Anand, for this. And now I would like you all to introduce to the Reverse Engineering and Malware Analysis Club. We call it REMAC in short. And it's more than a club. It's a feeling. It's a technical thing that connects us. And as Marcus J. Ranum puts it, that, in engineering, one person's paranoia is another person's engineering redundancy. And we have particularly solved it. While solving it, we learned many new ways. And we all know that today, data is the new oil in this 4G or the 5G industry. Each and everywhere, data comes into picture. Data is very crucial. And we all are here in different technical courses, be it BTech, MTech, PGDI, CSCF, or whether it be MSc Forensics. And now, the malware attacks are growing increasingly, day by day. They are booming like anything. It's an average of $2.4 million that we lost just due to a malware attack. Any company faces it and there's a breach occurred. And we lose our data. Keeping the point in mind, keeping all the technical skills together, this club is a little more advanced. I would like to urge all the beginners who are just going to join the club or just have entered the university that take a knowledge of all the clubs, explore. First year, I always believe it personally, that is the exploring year. It's a flying year. You can do anything. Just be with the rules. Right. You explore a lot of things, and then I would say that you can join the club And to the students who are a bit more specialized as far as their academics is concerned, the PGDI, CS and CF or the MSc courses, and I particularly know that they have this subject in their academics. So maybe joining them in the club, I would be more than happy, and you would be gaining an edge over others, be it with the practicals or the theory. And I particularly believe that practical is more important as a part of this club, and we have thoroughly organized practical sessions. We have writers, we have research papers, and with the expert guidance of our mentors, we will surely achieve it. So I rest my talk here, and the interested one, do contact us. You all are having all the clubs and the contact details. And now I would like to say that in the end, whichever club you feel you are a part of, there's no restriction as such. You can be part of any number of clubs, and we'll surely meet once the corona is over, and we'll explore more, and we'll bring our experiences together. And that's it from my side. Excuse me, one more thing I would like to add. If someone or anyone is interested to work with the law enforcement agencies or the police industry, right, as a technical expert, then you must have a thorough knowledge of the technical skills, because they demand expertise. And I can definitely very well say this because currently I am a member of the cybersecurity Gujarat club, which is currently working with the CID. So in that sense also, if anyone is interested to work with the law enforcement agencies and deal with the real cases, then you can also get an edge there also. Thank you. And I would like Kesha to carry on further.
Thank you so much, everyone, for their introductions and the students' head who have wonderfully presented their ideas about all the clubs that we handle in our college. So this was all from our side. We would like to thank Yes, so finally we come to an end of the Shiksha Aaramb 2020-21 session with abundant knowledge already provided by our committee. I would like to call upon Ms. Ketki ma'am for further vote of thanks.
Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, very good afternoon, everyone. Though we are ending up the session over here, but this was just a beginning and we'll all travel further together. So we also hope to meet you soon at the university. Hopefully the thing ends up soon. I'd like to thank Dr. Chandresh Parekh sir, Dean of our school, for his continuous effort in this event and support. I would also thank all the faculty members who had always been there for help. And major thanks to all the student coordinators and speakers that you were listening to in this event. Ms. Kesha Kanaria, the student coordinator of the event, Mr. Meet Patel, Mr. Nishant Bharat, Mr. Jayanti Singh, Mr. Shrep Patel, Ms. Nidhi Shah, Mr. Anand Patel, Mr. Haisav Choksi, Ms. Shivangi Mehta, and Mr. Yash Gupta. Thanks a lot to each one of you. I thank all the attendees also for showing your keen interest and participating actively. Thanks a lot, each one of us, those who are present here. Thanks. I request Kesha to kindly deliver a few final words.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So this was an amazing experience, and thank you for our hand-in-hand support all throughout the journey of preparation. Thanks to Dr. Chandresh Parekh, Dean, who has allowed us to conduct and start this legacy of Shiksha Aaramb every year for the students who come up. Loads of credits to Aman Bhaiya and his team for providing amazing videos and pictures, and Bhakti for helping us designing stuffs. All the speakers who truly worked hard to make it up to this level, and patient audience. Of course, they are a wonderful audience for us to hear our content, who had also used a part of the day and here throughout the session. So here I, Kesha, on behalf of each and every team, wish you and signing you a very happy weekend ahead. Thank you. If you students or any one of them have any doubt in this session or any queries which you want to get solved, you can raise your hand and or just chat box. You can text on your chat boxes so that we will take your names and you can unmute yourself to ask them. So it's your call.
Due to some technical issue, they are not able to access the chat box. Some of them have messaged me in WhatsApp. Yeah.
Yes,
I
absolutely. They
totally
can
understand.
raise their hand.
They can raise hand as well.
Yes, we see a doubt hand raised by Kavya. Yes, Kavya, go ahead. Yes, Vaghasya Parth. Yes, go ahead.
How many clubs can we join in first year? Hello?
Yes, can you repeat your question?
How many clubs can we join in first year?
Well, I would like to call upon this question. You can take up any number of clubs which you can actively participate in. That's totally dependent upon you to choose n number of clubs. Just the one criteria is you must be active in all the clubs you have participated in. If you are not active, that won't be counted as your contribution. So to learn many things, you can take n number of clubs, but taking active participation is your choice.
Okay. And I want to like to talk to sports club. Can we add volleyball and badminton? I mean,
Yes, new ideas are always welcome. Once you join it, you can make it a club with the help of faculty advisor.
okay. Thank you.
Kavya Choksi, you can unmute your mic.
Sorry about before I accidentally left instead of unmuting. So, as the chat box is not accessible, can you share all the links that you shared to us personally?
Sure, we can do one thing that we will be mailing you with the links of each and every club with their websites and contact numbers or email IDs where you can be able to contact the heads.
Okay, thank you.
Bhavya Mittal, go ahead.
Actually, I'm interested in NCC. So can you please tell how I will join NCC? I can.
Okay, Bhavya, I feel that you have my contact details, right?
No, I didn't have.
No. Okay, okay. It will be shared to you, not an issue. And then just contact me because the particular NCC selection, as we all know, is an offline selection where you are followed. You are taken in 3 stages. First is the written round, which is a small test. Then is the physical fitness, and then it's followed by an interview to the final stage. So we have not decided yet how to enroll the new batch, but definitely you just ping me. I'll definitely come back to you on this.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yes, Abhishek Vinayak, please go ahead.
Good afternoon to all of you. Does our college has launchpad for building startups?
Well, for that, we have an incubation center, startup and incubation center, which is headed by Konark sir. You can find more details regarding to that on the website. Do visit it. I hope that answers your question, Abhishek. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
If you all guys need a quick run through of the heads, you can, I'm just sharing the screen and you can take a screenshot of it so that it will help you. I hope that is visible. You all can take a screenshot or contact the heads or just send a quick email through the email IDs given over here if you want to join. Anyone else with queries?
Isha, one thing that I'd like to say is I just missed one name. A great gem of our team, Miss Bhakti Rana, who had been there for all the designing related tasks. So all these things that all the poster related things that you will be seeing. So all those things and efforts are from Miss Bhakti Rana. So Bhakti, thanks a lot to you too.
All right, thank you so much. I hope there are no queries even. And if you all have any, you can send us a quick email and we will surely answer you within 24 hours. So I would just like to now tell all the student heads who have been participating in this and prepared a wonderful session for the students and the freshers who have been joining it to turn on their cameras and not mics so that we can have a screenshot of that along with the faculty advisor Ketki ma'am. Thank you so much, and all the attendees who have been joining so that we have a glimpse of how many students have been joined with wonderful motivation and all the patience throughout the session. If you all just can take on your cameras, that would be great for us. Come on, everyone. Yeah, that's great. I see a lot of new faces. We have a total of 84 participants over there. That's great. Awesome. So I hope that the student heads have taken their screenshots to just have it viral on all the social medias so that we can show that we have a great number of enthusiasts all around in our university to hold so many events and organizations for our betterment and the betterment of the Rashtriya Raksha University along with the faculties. That's great. A lot of new people are coming up again. Awesome. Thank you so much. So in the end, I would like to conclude this event that you all have been joining with us throughout the morning on this day. So have a happy weekend ahead and thanks for connecting. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.